Hi, welcome to Rick's Corner. I want to talk about carbs because there seems to be a debate and people writing back and forth to me and telling me, no, you're wrong, it doesn't work that way, you got to have carbs, you need lots of carbs. A guy in the gym argued with me last week who I've known for 35 years, who's not in any shape at all and tells me he just loads carbs all day long and that I need them too. Well, I don't buy that. And here's the situation with the carb situation. Back in the 70s and the 80s, when I trained and I competed and I wrestled and I was in really hard shape. And but let's put it this way, I'm 69 now, I'm still in good shape. But to be like I was back in my 40s and 50s and really ripped, I watched my carbs. We all did back in the golden era at Venice Beach. We had high protein 5-6 times a day, very little carbohydrates except for Sundays, which was our junk day. And then we'd load up on carbs, and by Monday we were bloated, and by Tuesday we were back in shape again. All right, this worked. This was proven to work, and there weren't a lot of drugs back then, so the drugs really didn't get you in shape like basics, testosterone and maybe DECA or something, but not a lot. So we based our look on what we ate, and we let the mirror be our judge. We didn't go by the scale. The scale was unimportant. Even today, the scale is unimportant. You put your clothes on, you look in the mirror, and you say, hey, I look pretty good. Or I don't look good, or my fat's hanging over, I don't have my abs, or I lost my abs, or I have them, or my pecs are cut, or they're not. It's based on what you eat. And now when people write to me and you say, oh, you're wrong, you got to have a lot of carbs, well, you'll lose your strength. True, a lot of carbs will give you strength. Powerlifters eat a lot of carbs, weightlifters use a lot of carbs. Runners need carbs for sustaining energy while they're running long distance. My girlfriend runs long distance, she needs carbs in the morning. I understand all this. We're talking about different things. If you want to be a bodybuilder and you want to be ripped and you want to be cut and you want muscle, then you have to watch your carbs a little bit because it puts an extra layer of fat over your muscle. Carbs are stored as fat. We all know that. Fat is burned as energy. So the principle back in the day with Rio Blair, especially with Larry Scott, Don Hallworth, all these guys who were in really good shape, his theory was eat fats and protein, let the fats be your energy, and don't eat any carbs at all. And the fats will take over and they will give you the energy you need to burn. Okay, that's the theory. That's what worked back in the 60s. I believe it was even in the 50s, 70s, and 80s. Now, nutrition's come a long way, and there's a lot of you guys that have been training 3 or 4 years, and all of a sudden you're overnight experts, that you have to have this and you have to have that, and cardio does this and this does this. All right, fine. If that's what you believe and it works for you, then do it. I'm just telling you what we did back then because the questions posed to me are, what did you guys do back in the 70s? This is what I get all day long. This is what you want to hear, is what we did back then. I'm telling you the truth. This is what we did. And this is how we stayed in shape. We didn't have modern day drugs like today. These guys are 300 pounds and bloated and can hardly walk. And there's no question about it. They're taking everything in the world. And they take a lot of carbs too because they're taking stuff that burns it up. We didn't have that luxury. So when I tell you that you want to get in shape, it's back to old school. Watch your carbs. The Atkins diet, the Beverly Hills diet, the Zone diet was all based off the bodybuilding diet. That came about later on, and those doctors put these books out and say, oh, hey, we got the Zone diet, we have the Beverly Hills diet, we have all these Atkins diet. Take a look at what they say. High protein, low carbs. Basically, that's what it is to lose weight, to lose fat. Then you have the Jenny Craig system that says cut your calories. I had a friend that cut his calories. He went on Jenny Craig, they delivered his meals. He lost about 40-50 pounds, but he lost muscle too. He just had his fat body shrink down to a small fat body. And that's all it ended up being. So it's no rocket scientist that has to tell you how to do this. It's basics. I have a booklet that's coming out within the next week or two called Bodybuilding for Dumbbells. It's telling you the basics of what we did back in the day. The do's and the don'ts, the nutrition we took, the drugs that worked, those that didn't, the routines that work and those that didn't. And it'll give you a pretty good idea of what worked back in the day. And you can try it. And if it works for you, fine. It doesn't take any sophistication to build a body. It just takes a little common sense, good eating, and good training and rest. So I wanted to bring this to you because I put it on Facebook about carbs, and everybody writes it, oh no, you got to have all these carbs and this and that. Look, if I eat carbs all day, I get fat. There's no question about it. I look in the mirror and I get fat. I don't want to be fat. It's hard enough at my age to keep the fat down and keep my abs because I need to set an example for other people younger than me. So I watch my carbs, and I don't think calorie-wise I get more than 2,000 calories a day. And at my age, I still have the energy to train hard. I can train with guys in their 20s, 25. 7 guys, you ask my ex-wife who was there at the time, 7 younger guys trained with me, all 7 threw up. They couldn't keep up with me. And I didn't do any carbs either. So I'm just telling you from my point of view and what I've learned over the years, which is valuable information because experience speaks. I watch my carbs to lose body fat. You can do whatever you want, but try it. It does work. And check out my book when it comes out. It's not expensive. It's a booklet. It's not big and thick. It'll give you some idea what we did. Okay? And thanks for watching Rick's Corner. You guys are great. I love the fact you keep writing to me because we all have to share knowledge. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to be reprimanded or be called upon the carpet or having haters call me or whatever. I'm just sharing knowledge, and it's free. How can you go wrong, right? Free is good. Thanks for watching Rick's Corner. Stay tuned next time. I have Rich Piana coming back, by the way, so you guys are the best. Thanks again. Go to AnaboliCoutlaws.com for some of these cool custom designed t-shirts that I did. You're going to love them. They're really neat.
It's RickDrasin.com. He is the equalizer, baby. See you next time.